Woo! Got my drink ready. Smash. Gotta clean this knife off real quick. I'm always. Always. Happy. Happy. Hello. Hey, Fortune. I know I saw you jump on early. It's about to go down. So what I did was I kind of did all the prepping last night. So we didn't have to, but I'm going to show you the steps. So I changed it instead of a bit. Well, it's still a veggie lasagna, but I kind of wanted a meat element in there because when you eat lasagna, that's the first thing you think of is like a meat. And I'm thinking that what's the best meat substitute? So I chose lion mane, which is right here. So with the lion mane, what we're gonna do before I'm just telling you right now is that with the lion mane, um, we have to prep this first. And I'm gonna prep this live. That's why I have the big knife. And the lion mane is under a paper towel because what you have to do with the paper towel, with the lion mane, it's already dehydrated, so you want to rehydrate it. So you put boiling water in a bowl with the lion's mane so it can expand. And then from there, we are that's when, we're gonna do the cutting and all that stuff, and that's gonna be like our ground beef, kind of. All right. So another thing that I'm using is I picked up the wrong one. I'm using oven ready. It's oven ready lasagna. I should have got the other one. Let's call it Mac the Knife. Okay, this is Mac the Knife. And it's just slapping it. Gotta slap that. Slap that. All right. So I don't know. I don't know if you've ever used the oven ready. I picked it up not even realizing it. So that kind of I was like, and I ain't probably going back to the store to get another one. So we're using that. That's almost prepped out. So that's gonna be the last thing we do. Miss T with T. Hello, hello. I was showing Forging that I have the lion's mane under this paper towel because I had to rehydrate it because lion's mane's already comes dehydrated, so you have to rehydrate it. And when you rehydrate it with boiling hot water. You put it in a bowl and you let it sit for about 30 minutes. So that's what I did with that. And when you see it, it's not going to look like mushrooms. We still are adding, we're going to use just the regular white mushrooms. And then on certain things that I am cheating on is I'm not about to chop like crazy. So we're going to be using baby spinach. You know what? I was gonna put a little salt. I'm so afraid of doing that I was gonna do that. Let's do that right now. It's because I didn't want it to come out real salty. But that's what I did. I slapped it out. As you see right here, I'm gonna put another paper towel in the meantime. But you see right here how it's looking. It's still kind of moist. So this is gonna be probably the biggest. Let me go ahead and try that, Origin. I'm gonna try that. Let's see. I saw that you could put salt on it. I was like, do I want to really do that? So we got this right now. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was saying because I'm gonna be using the mozzarella. I got mozzarella parmesan. We're gonna cheese it up though. You know what I'm saying? So I can when we when we lift that boy up, it's gonna be like, ooh, 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 ooh. You see what I'm talking about? So yeah, this is gonna be our meat substitute. In the we're gonna use a lot of vegetables. So what I ended up doing is we roasted the vegetables. I did that early this morning. And let me show you what they look like right now. This is what's going in to the lasagna. So we're using bell pepper, you gotta use specific red bell pepper, zucchini, and onion, and garlic. So you chop it up. I use a chopper, so it's all chopped up right here. You see that? See that? You roast it with olive oil and a little bit of lemon juice. So we're gonna cover that back up, and then uh, I was gonna make the I was gonna make the marinara sauce from scratch, but I wanted to do something. Oh, I know pepper sauce sounds good. Oh my god. So yeah. Well, so the trick on the instead of putting in the vegetables, putting in the vegetables raw when you cook it, just roast it up front and then you do it. I was gonna make the sauce. Um, I was gonna make the sauce from scratch, but I said no. So this is what we're gonna do. Hold on, I gotta put my gloves on real quick. And how's everybody's day doing so far? How's everybody's day doing? Fresh, just in time. This is your creation. So what I did, Fresh, is I changed the menu a little bit. Oh shoot, DC over here. Okay, this is what we're looking at. Uh, for everybody, this is Fresh's idea for today. Was she said a veggie lasagna? I changed it just a tad bit. We're gonna make lion's mane. We're gonna make a lion's mane lasagna, and the lion's mane lasagna is it's everything that it's a veggie lasagna. Miss T corrected me because I put on the thumbnail. I said lion's mane and veggie. She goes, "Ain't that the same thing?" And I was like, "Yeah, you're right." So for the meat, instead of doing the meat, we're gonna do lion's mane. Now it was gonna be interesting, and I was gonna say, and we can do a little bit of portobello in there, but nah, that's just too much mushroom. That's just way too much. All right, got my gloves on. Yeah. So what I was doing was I was everybody earlier with the lion's mane, it's already this is the beef. Origin, this is the beef right here. I showed my friend what it looks like after it's cooked, and he was like, nah, nah. I was like, man, watch this. Watch this. Okay. Okay, so what we're gonna do in the meantime is we're gonna just chop up. Oh, wait. Okay, so what I'm gonna do first is I am going to chop up the spinach. Okay, so lion's mane is a mushroom. Uh, a lot of people do use it as a meat substitute because it does sound, if you cook it right or if you cook it correctly, um, you can make it taste like a steak. And it is a funny looking mushroom when you first see it because it has hair on it and everything. That's why it's the name lion's mane. It looks crazy. It feels funny in the beginning. And you just got to do something to it. Hold on, let me see. So with a lion's mane, okay, it is okay. It's a unique mushroom known for its long, white, cascading spine with resembling a lion's mane, which I said it looks hairy and it feels funny. It does feel kind of, I don't know. You know what? I've eaten that and I don't like it. I didn't like it. I did not like it. I didn't like it. I was like, no, I'm not doing the bean. That's how they make those Beyond Burgers now. I'm like, nah. Okay. I'm gonna put this away real quick. All right. You have to cut the grass. But if I was to use a bean substitute, a meat substitute, and I had to use beans, I think I would use black beans. Black eyed peas, I'm just not a fan of black eyed peas. It is cooking. It's cooking drink for my hydration. We're about to get that rain in a little bit. We're gonna get that rain in a little bit. It's gonna be crazy. Okay, so let's mess with this stuff first. All right. Okay, we got the baby spinach right here. It's monsoon season, Fortune. This. I mean, the ocean is acting crazy. The moon is acting up. Okay. All right, let's get another bowl. Okay. It's suggested that you use baby spinach. Hello, Sarah. Okay, so uh, I'm gonna be unorthodox on cutting this. I like to grab it like I'm grabbing someone's hair and just go at it. Okay. What? You ain't never you know how you grab your hair? Y'all are like the most nastiest people on earth. You know that? I'm saying, like, you grab, I don't know what else to say. Like, you grab, like, if somebody has long hair, you grab them by the back of the neck. I mean, by the hair. I'm not saying grab the spinach by the hair and say, "Come here." I didn't say that. I just said you grab it gently, like you see this bushel. You see this little bit right here. Nah, y'all just nasty. I gotta. We're grabbing the spin the baby spinach. We're grabbing the baby spinach so you can cut it. You don't have to cut it in any orthodox way. Okay, you don't have to do it in any orthodox way. Okay. The nastiest ladies on earth work in the garden. I'm gonna tell everybody that. I'm like, "Man, don't talk to them. Don't talk to them ladies." What we're gonna also do while we're letting that sit, we're gonna hit the oven at 400. You see this? This is what avocado oil. We're spraying it on the greens. Okay. I know. I know. I noticed that. This is vodka. I'm not drinking it. You say, what you doing with that? So you say, what are you pouring in there? I pour a little bit of paprika, a little bit of cayenne. No, you won't regret the lion's mane. That's what I'm trying to get Miss T. When she gets it, she gonna have so much energy. She gonna be in that garden tearing it up. So I was gonna make it fresh, but we're gonna enhance it because I just didn't feel like doing it. So with my choice is spicy marinara. No, this is I looked at this up in the on the internet, and it's called vodka spicy marinara. Let me marinara. I was like, oh no, oh no, you don't threaten me with a good time. Okay, so what we're gonna really do though with this marinara, we're gonna chop the mushrooms into the marinara. So you see this right now? That's the marinara sauce. So let's recap what we have, okay? So what we're recapping is that we have the oven ready lasagna. Like I said, if you choose to boil it first, it's up to you. Either one works. I never done the oven ready lasagna pasta before, so it's going to be interesting to try it. Um, let's see. You said IV then? Dang. And see, the thing is, now I am going to speak in a nasty term, but more, it's not being nasty, it's just what it is, okay? So if you're making this, you would want to make this on a date night that you think you're going to get some. Like, so this isn't a meal. You definitely don't want to really cook this on the first date because what lion's mane does for a man's libido is like taking a blue chew. So you gotta be like real careful with it as far as being a man. As a woman, it boosts their libido too. So two people together. So in other words, you don't cook this for your friend. If you have a friend of the opposite sex, yeah, it's romantic. There it is. There it is. It is a romantic lasagna. And again, when you're cooking this, like you can either have a male, or if you're a male making this, you can have the lady friend or lady, your wife or whatever, chop up the food while you do the prep. When y'all talk about something else, because y'all aren't going to be in that mood at that moment. Y'all going to be hungry. So we still got 30 minutes to go. So you see how I chopped up all this mushrooms? Yep. Yep. It's going to sound like that song. What it is. What's up? Gonna get in your guts. Okay. So for people that don't like mushrooms like Miss T, right? I try to cut it up really fine so it doesn't, because I think mushroom is more a visual thing for people that don't like it. So you see, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know how to even answer that. We didn't say nothing about you. If you were paying attention, okay. So here's the mushrooms chopped up real fine, and we're gonna put this in the marinara sauce. So when Forge and I were speaking earlier, I had put salt on the lion's mane because we're trying to like dry it out. So if you notice, I'm not using any salt and anything else because you don't want to over salt by accident your food. And since I'm not a big salt person, uh, it's not a big deal. Okay. So as y'all see this right here, right? Y'all see how pretty this marinara is looking? Look how pretty this looks. So look, this is the thing. It's gonna be hella thick. I'm gonna call this a BBL. That thank you, Fresh, for that. Thank you for that. I agree, Varjan. I really try not to use salt. I've only used salt on these episodes to create the narrative. But it's only me eating it. But for visual, I'm showing you, for people that do put salt in their food, I'm not a fan of salt. And if you have to use salt, I suggest sea salt or kosher salt because you don't have to use a lot. You don't use the ghetto salt anymore. Okay. That is true too. That is true too, Forger. If you do have autoimmune problems, kind of want to be careful. You can eat it, but you got to be careful with it. Like you can't just be eating it like you're eating a T-bone steak. Like, nah, you can only use it in moderation. So that brings up another thing. If the person that you're dealing with, you don't really know like what they make sure you also find out what the person's allergic to or what they don't like beforehand so you don't end up making a wasteful dish. You know what I mean? Because not everybody's gonna like the dish. Not because they're making it, it's just because they can't eat something out of it. Like I always have to be clear to everybody. I do not eat pork. Hey Shamika, thank you for coming. Um, I do not eat pork, and I let it be known multiple times so no one's offended if I go eat at their house and they cook pork, and I'm like, I respectfully decline because I don't eat pork. It doesn't matter how you make it. Okay, we're gonna do the lion's mane now. So this is ready to go for Shamika and everybody joining in. I already made the marinara sauce. This is a vodka spicy marinara. And I did it backwards. I put the vodka in first so I knew how much I was pouring in. I'm doing it like the Italians. They just they just be pouring stuff in. If you need measuring cups and stuff like that, you can get this at Dollar Tree for like $1.75 now. Okay. So we're gonna put this to the side. Should look good, right? We don't need onions to put in here because the onions are already roasted. For everybody that's just tuning in, the prep is almost done on this. Right here, we have the lion's mane. We're about to chop this up. Yeah, it's. I always ask, like, I'll dig and dig, like, what people like to eat and stuff. Because if I do, like, I had to do this for Thanksgiving for so many years. I had to make like different dishes for everybody because certain people were allergic to, and like we had the big family Thanksgiving, so you had to like. Some people I didn't eat pork. Some people didn't eat this. Some people didn't eat that. That were like, I guess, a crucial dish. Okay, we're gonna chop this up. We're gonna chop this up, chop it up, chop it up. You ever talk about it? It's gonna look like ground beef. I'm trying to look at what knife I want to use. Mm, okay. Mm, mm, mm. Okay. If you're wondering why I'm not talking, it's because I want to cut my finger. Okay, so we got our stuff right here. All right, I think we're gonna be ready. Let me go grab the ricotta cheese. We're about to get to work on this. I'm gonna pull out. Okay, so I gotta put this to the side too. So we got our veggies, we got our meat, we got our we got our what is that? We got our marinara sauce. Okay. I'm so happy that y'all are here. Okay. All right. So what we got here? Okay, so we mixed the mushrooms. We're gonna get the ricotta cheese. Now, what I'm gonna try is I'm gonna try a wine to see if this wine goes with this. All right, let's go get this ricotta. Okay, I was gonna get a block of mozzarella and just shred it, but I got this. You can get this at Kroger for $2.99 right now. Mm. Mm. Yeah, man, that is kind of sexy when you think about it, right? Let me see. I just need to get a. Okay, so we're gonna lay this up. I already started with the. Okay. Okay. If you have gloves, you can just touch it. Okay. 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 I'm wilding out. I'm wilding out. It's up to you how many tiers you want to make. Look at these veggies, man. See how red those peppers are? Ooh. Mm, mm. If you can smell what I'm smelling right now, it's almost like I just want to like get a fork and just eat the vegetables by itself. Mm, mm. Okay. To the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. Sorry that it looks kind of like it kind of looks incomplete and stuff, but trust me, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. The sauce smells amazing. I'm gonna just say this right now. If you end up making this, do not use the oven ready lasagna because it breaks really easy. Man, this is exciting, right? It's because I'm listening to music in the background. I don't know if you can hear it. I needed music because I have like I get I get nervous a lot. Sorry, I'm quiet, yo. I don't know why this. Like I have to like concentrate on this one. I don't know why. Uh, my spices. What did I say? On this one, I kept it simple. So I have peppers, garlic, cayenne, and uh, garlic powder and paprika. And then I did use a little bit of lemon. Okay. Okay. This thing is gonna be thick. I'm gonna call this a BBL lasagna. We're gonna do something different here. Cause I'm gonna make this like a 3 tier. Mm. Yeah, this preseason. But I still added extra spice to it. Mm. Yeah, I know. It does it for me too. Don't worry about it. The only one that doesn't get a pass is fresh. Hey. All right. So we're gonna switch this up a little bit. So since I'm making 3 tiers, right? So I used all three elements in the bottom, right? I do have an alter ego too. And just press it down just a little. Okay. PJ DJ. Okay. Yeah. So my two views, I'm using one of my iPhones on a stand, and then I'm using my laptop. Well, I have a cam. I got a cam up here that's connected to my laptop. Oh man, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. Hold on. I got so excited. I meant to do this backwards. There we go. Sorry. Okay. There we go. Almost forgot, man. I was like, what am I thinking about? Y'all see this? Hmm. Now, while I'm doing this, let me just remind y'all. Right. I was see, Fortune, we were on the same page today for some reason because that's what I was thinking myself. I was like, if if you're already married or something and you're just like, yo, let me just go on and knock this out. I think that would be the greatest idea ever. Just freeze it up, take it out, put it in the oven, and voila. Yes. On the other side. Don't play. All right. Okay. Come on. 4D your ass. Yep. Those unexpected feedings is the thing with the kids, especially. You always make enough. Or yeah, you can make see this is I made enough right now for two people. Well, not for two people, but it's just supposed to be good enough for two people. But technically, depending on how you cut the lasagna up, it could be for six people. This particular dish. With salad, uh if you want to do a blowout type Italian meal that's simple, do spaghetti and meatballs. Get and see what I learned. Use lamb as the meatballs. Still a healthier alternative. If you just choose not to use meat, you can make your meat sauce with mushrooms. I would say I always watched my aunt Peggy cook in Georgia. My mom could cook. She can cook to a point. She wasn't exotic. She wasn't exotic. She cooked. She cooked to live. She wasn't exotic. I got and I think my aunt did too. And then when I started traveling and going to certain restaurants and trying, like, especially when I went to these restaurants in the meatpacking district in New York, and I learned different ways how to make filet mignon. I didn't know there was so many purposes that you can cook a steak to make it like more than just a steak. And then I've also made in California. In California, I went to a couple of restaurants that serve food that I never ever heard of before, and the I was like, I want to cook that. Then uh watching like a lot of the cooking shows just by accident. I wasn't even watching them like that, but I would like the presentation of a lot of the food, and I loved how they prepared it. And I was like, man, I want to prepare it like that, you know. And that's how I kind of learned. And it was a lot of trial and error. I want to start posting my videos from COVID. That's when I really started cooking because I was stuck in the house, and I was making everything from swordfish to tuna to ahi tuna to everything, and it was great. I had fun. And I'd just be sitting there by myself doing it. Learn how to make these different salads because I don't know how to bake, so I don't like. I tried to bake and I'm not good at it. And I always like presentation. Like it's like art. Let's see. I'm gonna change this and call this a Heff lasagna. Heff lasagna. You hear that? 'Cause nobody's making it like this. And then I don't like bougie cooks that are like real bougie about how they make their food and stuff. I think that if it tastes good, that's important. Number one, if you can make it look good and make it look like your own, that's all that should matter. Trial and error is the best way to learn how to cook. But the only sucky thing about it, hold on, you don't ever let no food waste. So there's some juice left over. I'm gonna go on and pour that to the side. We're gonna see how this is gonna turn out. I want to see what it looks like. I want to cut into it. I want somebody to come to my house, like after I cook something, and when you walked in, you're like, "Dang, it smell good." What you cook? Oh, you want to know? So if y'all don't know, I love me some cheese. But the good thing about this, going back to Fortune's thought, this is gonna be my food all the way up till Monday. 'Cause so after I cook this, I'm gonna chop the rest of it up and then freeze it. Okay, people. You see how thick this hoe is? You see that? Okay, so now we're gonna have fun. That's the whole prep. This thing is so heavy. Let me put this in the. Okay, so we're gonna put this in the oven. Heat your oven up to 400. We're gonna cook it for like 20 minutes. 20 to 20 to 45 minutes. So this is what it's looking like right now. This is thick, right? Go like that. That's how you slap it and make it act right. Oh man, okay. So now we just wait. So I have to DJ tonight. So when I eat, I can't I could probably eat enough. I'll probably eat like a good dinner now so I can have that energy while I'm DJing tonight. That's how you have to do it. When it's something thick, you always slap it. Because you have to slap it to make sure it's real. Hey Cheryl, thank you for joining in. We are making we're making a veggie lasagna. Well, actually, it's a lion's mane. Lion's mane is going to be the star of this program. We made a 3-tier lasagna. If I had a higher pan, I would make I would have made a 5-tier. That's what in my mind I wanted to do. So, but the thing is what you're gonna do after. So when you get it, when it's all said and done, when the smoke clears and you take it out, I suggest you put parsley. You can use basil if you have it. I have parsley. You can put some parsley on it. You're not gonna need no more cheese. You're not gonna need to season it anymore because I like the way that I seasoned it. I seasoned it proportion. Is it gonna be spicy? Yes. Is it gonna be overbearing spicy? No. No. You're gonna be okay. Look at the. I even try to get all that juice out. You know what's crazy? This is like juice from the veggies, not fat. There's no fat in here. God, the pan still smells good. So we used everything on here. Oh, because this stupid thing won't. I'm trying to take the blur out of it, but it's not. You see how every time I move, you think I should? Come get some. Is that better? Oh, I did. No, I poured the majority of it into the stew. Mm. The knives that I use were I use this one to cut the baby spinach. So just to recap, y'all. Let's recap. I want to hear this in the chat though. If you wanted to make your marinara sauce, what would be your go-to? How would you make your marinara sauce? And it could be for anything. It could be for you can make it for the lasagna. You can make it for your spaghetti, whatever pasta you make. What would be? How would you make your own marinara? I want to know. Yeah, you should, because her dancing videos are wild. Okay, so this is so on this presentation, because I didn't want to make this a 2 hour live, I ended up using this. I used Prego, but listen, even though it's from the jar, you still have to like jazz it up. You can't just that's just like there is a lazy way, just like me just putting it in there, but as y'all saw, you just jazz everything up. Roasted tomatoes in the oven for marinara. Mm-hmm. Man, oh, that looks good. Mm. Mm. No, I mean that's a good way too. Cause look, here's the funny part. I have 2 cans of tomato sauce, and I got the paste right here. I was really gonna do it. I was really gonna make it, and I was like, nah, this is gonna take forever. And then so my challenge was to actually make a dish without any meat. So I found a way that I could get away from I can get away from making everything about meat. I mean like beef. So the way that I'm weaning myself off of beef is just substituting it with lamb now. Because at HEB they got all the lamb, like every kind of cut of lamb you want. You can even get lamb meatballs now. Oh, would you put it in a pressure cooker? Would you put that the whole thing when you make it? Would you just put it like in a crock pot? Mm. I wanted to. Oh, man, I was at the grocery store looking at the vegetables, and I was looking at everything I could roast. I was like, let me stick to the let me stick to the recipe because I'll be over here and I made a whole different meal. I'd have forgot that I was making lasagna. I'd have made because now my thing is now I want to roast vegetables. I want to make a dish that's like roasted vegetables. Let's see. Yeah, they have lamb meatballs. Real talk. I'm gonna go buy some for next week, and then I'm gonna show y'all. Yeah, the canned the canned tomatoes. Oh, I thought you meant like the tomato sauce, like the canned tomato sauce. Okay, I'm gonna look right now. Okay, so if we were to do a straight like roasted vegetable dinner, okay, here's the different things you could use that would be um or this is what will work. You could use you can I didn't know there was turkey zucchini meatballs. I think I could make that because turkey. zucchini. So I think it's the ground turkey with zucchini. Let's look. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, y'all. Have y'all ever had a turkey zucchini meatball? This looks good. I've never had that before. I'm looking at the menu right now. So it's turkey like ground turkey filled with zucchini, simple spices, and Parmesan cheese. I might have to make this. It looks super easy. Then there's a Mexican zucchini skillet. Has anybody eaten that? I'll tell you what's in it real quick. So your choice of ground beef, zucchini, tomatoes, peppers, onions, and spices. Takes 30 minutes to make. 30 minutes or less. Dang, we learning some new meals today. I might have a whole month in my new place. That was lasagna with white sauce, veggie lasagna. Yeah, anytime I get stuff in a jar like this, I always have to add a whole bunch of crap to it. Just because, like, I like Prego over ragu because, like, I don't know, it's just thicker. It's thicker for me. Let's see. So, what are we doing right now? We're looking at. Okay, so just to let y'all know, we're gonna look at a couple of dishes, and then y'all tell me which one would be something that I can make on this show, possibly next week, if I'm not working or anything. Tahini, roasted broccoli, cut up chicken or turkey sausage, chicken, onions, asparagus, cherries, tomatoes. Dang, dang, that looks like a Thanksgiving meal to me. Yeah, and then I just added everything else to it. So what I did was I added I added I added the vodka and all the spices first. Let it roll around, and then I poured the Prego on top, and then I stirred it up, put some pepper on it. I didn't put no salt in it. I like it seared too. I do like it seared. This one looks. This is roasted. Here's something that's interesting that I'm not gonna do, but y'all might do it. Roasted carrots with carrot top pesto and burrata. Then there's now this looks good. Okay, hear me out, y'all. Roasted baby turnips with Dijon shallot vinaigrette and tarragon. that, that might be it. I know it's a side dish, but mm, I like me. I like turnips sometimes. That looks good. Roasted cauliflower with cumin and cilantro. Miso maple roasted roots. Oh, okay. Fall is coming up. Fall is coming up. Okay, this might be something interesting. Let's look at soups. Let's look at some soups, y'all. This sounds really either really Midwestern or somewhat Southern. This is called Thai roasted butternut squash with apple soup with coconut lime cream. Not Midwest, but Northeast. I like onion soup too. What about curried cauliflower soup? Do you? What about roasted carrot soup? Roasted carrot soup. Oh yeah, Shamika, I love me some mushroom soup. You would try it, Cheryl? Like so on the salad, I mean on the I don't know, this roasted cauliflower and harissa soup look good. But roasted carrot soup looks like tomato soup, like tomato bisque. You should make it for them, see if they eat it. Okay, so Miss T with the T doesn't like roasted beets. I don't like beets either. But there's this salad that sounds interesting. It's called winter panzanella with orange, roasted beets, and pomegranate seeds. It looks like tomato bisque, carrot, Cheryl. It looks like tomato bisque for some reason. Like it kind of almost you want to put some lobster meat in it. I just feel like you have to use carrot juice and heavy cream. Okay. Mm. I know. I don't know though. This is sometimes the names be sounding like it be sounding like real exotic. Sometimes like toasted farro salad with roasted leeks and root vegetables. I don't know what root vegetables is. Is that like vegetables that are roots? Then there's roasted onion salad with arugula. Arugula. I'm so stupid. With arugula and walnut salsa. Then there's roasted potato. Okay, those are all roots. Okay. Parsnips. Okay. What about roasted sweet potato, chickpea, and kale? Would you eat that salad? No, let me show you this wine real quick. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Have you ever drank this Chardonnay right here? It's buttercream Chardonnay. I know. It's just when I saw the spelling of arugula, I was like, I, I was trying to sound stuff out, and I just looked at it again. I was like, oh, I'm so dumb. It does. I haven't opened it yet. Like, I wonder if it really tastes good. Okay, this is what it says in the back. I don't know. I don't know what curry spice is. Let me see. I don't know. Mm. Like the buttercream cake. Did y'all ever eat buttercream cake? I'm not sure if I ever had buttercream cake before. Oh, like the actual curry? Yeah, curry's nothing but a spice. And usually, it's just a collection of stuff, but it's real spicy. It's almost like it's like a dry version of jerk. Yeah, I can agree with you, Sean. It's like a dry rub over like a lot of jerk sauce is like real wet, but it's almost like the same thing. It's just that the curry's I think lighter than the jerk sauce. The jerk sauce is usually really dark, and then you use like sriracha peppers, and you can substitute it with ghost peppers, all kind of stuff. But jerk is really hot. Uh, curry is very spicy. Have I ever eaten a buttercream cake before? I'll be right back. I'm gonna check on our food. Let me move this out the way because this is gonna be sexy. Okay, I'm back. I know. I don't know. Let me just open it and smell it first. Mm. What you said you make beef curry stew? A patient didn't eat it. Of course, it tasted good to me and the dog and your dog. All right. Okay. So for fresh, I'm gonna taste this buttercream. Mm, uh, okay. The initial taste, no. After the second taste, now I kind of want to taste it with the food. Hmm. No, it is chilled. It's been chilling since I bought it. This is the first time I opened it. The taste, okay. It does not have a rough aftertaste. It has a really smooth aftertaste. I think that my tongue wasn't ready for wine because I was drinking the beer, and the beer is like a lemon beer. So I was like, oh my god, yeah, but it really tastes pretty good. Okay, let's see where we're at with the. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, it tastes good. Yeah, my taste buds like freaked out for a second. Like, what are you doing? And I'm like, okay, let me just check something real quick, and then we're gonna pull this bad boy out. I think we're almost done. I think when you like pre-cook certain things and then you put it into a dish. Oh, you didn't miss nothing, Cheryl. I actually, I did put everything together last night. So I had chopped the vegetables and all that stuff. The only thing that we had to put together was I was showing how to dry out the our. So when you get lion's mane, it's dehydrated. So you want to rehydrate it. You put boiling water into a bowl. You put it in there, and then you dry it out, either with a paper towel or with salt. Um, and then technically you've been here for the rest of it, so you didn't miss anything. I appreciate you being here, though. Okay, let's see. It's 1:30. Mm-mm. Okay, let's see where we're at. Okay, if I'm quiet, it's because I'm trying to concentrate. We need 5 more minutes. If y'all still rocking with me, hold on real quick, y'all. Okay. Okay, y'all. It's looking good. It's looking good. We need about 5 more minutes. Oh, okay. 5 more minutes. Yeah, it's looking good. Thank you for joining in, Sarah. I really appreciate everything. All right. So I think I do too, Cheryl. I really do. I love taking ideas. Then I like to freak the ideas where, well, what if I do this and what if I do that? And I'm by myself, so if I mess up, it's okay. Then I figure out a way to perfect it. Okay, so give me 1 minute. Y'all still rocking with me. I appreciate everything. But I need to take 1 minute. I need to grab something from the room. And then we're about to eat, y'all. We're gonna try this wine out with the food too. Okay, we're back. You know what? I love cheesecake. I never had an orange cheesecake before. I bet you that tastes good. I bet you that tastes good as heck. Damn. Orange? Orange cheesecake? Mm. I never have either. That's why I'm kind of skeptical. If this doesn't come out good, I'm gonna blame the oven ready thing, the no boil method, because I'm gonna be like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Because I made lasagna before I boiled it. Mm. So you made it from scratch? Yeah, cheesecake is amazing. The most amazing dessert. I'll take cheesecake. If my birthday's on September 1st, if you want to make me uh the orange cheesecake for my birthday and send it over this way, I'll be right there dancing with my fork. and plate like this, standing up. Pasta making machine. You know, my very first job was at Olive Garden. And I only worked there for gas money. I think that you know what, going back to the original question about how I got into cooking, maybe had to start it there because I started as a dishwasher, right? And as it kept going through, at the time I thought cooking was a like a failed job. It was like equivalent to McDonald's and stuff. You know what I mean? And I didn't want to be associated with that. But as a prep cook, I became a prep cook, and I was really good at prepping for for the cooks. I never made it to the cook scale because they act like you got to move up, and it take years to get to the cooking level. But anyway, I learned how to. That's how I know a lot about vegetables was because I used to prep. So I would prep, especially for the weekend. I come to work at 6 a.m. and prep for the day because at Olive Garden, I worked at the Olive Garden right outside the mall, and that joint was off the hook. And so when I was going out there and doing that, it was like uh, they had a pasta making machine. There was a guy there. I don't know if they still do it at Olive Garden, but when you walk in, there's a dude that actually be making the pasta right there. And they wanted to teach me that, and I was like, nah, I don't, I don't want to. I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be seen working. That was back in the early '90s when working wasn't cool. That was some BS. It is. It is. I think it is romance and cool. Just remember my birthday's on September 1st. Okay, give me a second. Let's go check this stuff. Let me grab the Parmesan. See this? Okay, we're almost done. Let me pull this bad boy out and put it on this table. You see that? Oh my God. I'm only putting some. We're gonna taste this. I'm putting 2 types of Parmesan. What isn't a meal that you ain't ready to go take a nap? All right, these are Parmesan flakes, y'all. Look at that. Now, the only thing is, it's not gonna come. I don't think it's gonna come out perfect on the plate like it do on the pictures. Okay. I'm gonna try it anyway. Damn it. Yeah, it didn't come out pretty. Yeah, it didn't come out pretty, but we're gonna taste it. It broke off. I think if I wait and let it cool down. Well, I know what y'all waiting for to hear, to see my face, to see what it tastes like. We get a fork. All right. All right. Oops. All right. I know I have to let it cool. That's why I was like, "Oh, I don't know if it's ready yet, but I'm gonna taste this. Okay. 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 The pros is the pros are you can taste the lime. I mean, it does taste like I have ground beef in here. It is another pro. It is spicy. You don't need to put no hot sauce, no nothing. And it's a type of spice that creeps up on you. So you take that bite. Mm-hmm. Roasted, uh, roasted vegetables on point. It goes with the marinara sauce really good. Now, there is one con to this. If you're going to make this type of lasagna, do not do the oven ready pasta. I don't like the way it tastes. So just go ahead and use the regular pasta. Now, that part is kind of rubbery. Yeah, it's kind of rubbery. But it doesn't overpower the taste of the vegetables. The only thing else I would probably tell you to do is cut the vegetables a little bit smaller. Yeah. So I rate this out of 5. I rate this about 6.5. No ready pasta. If you're gonna use pasta that you have to put in the oven, don't use those. Just boil it and make your vegetables. Well, it depends on what kind of vegetables you like. If you're a big vegetable eater, then you cut it the size you want. It tastes great, but I don't know if I would call this a lasagna. I don't know. This needs another name. But it's good as hell. It's good. It's good, y'all. All right, so this is another episode. It was another win for the most part. You do taste the vodka, but it's not. It doesn't do anything to you. But you taste the taste of the vodka. Okay, we're gonna try this with the wine real quick before I get out of here. Okay, so the buttercream. I told you it was kind of rough in the beginning because, like I said, I don't think my taste buds was ready. Excuse me, for wine, let alone buttercream. And I was trying to remember if I ate a buttercream cake before. I don't. I'm still not sure. Probably have. The cheese I used was mozzarella, ricotta, and parmesan. Ooh, okay, okay, fresh. This with the buttercream Chardonnay tastes really, really good. It goes good together. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Poison. Mm, I really appreciate it, y'all. Yeah, that's the only thing. The oven ready pasta is trash. Not. But then let me on Monday on Miss T's live on Monday. I'll see what it tastes like later. I really appreciate it, Cheryl. Thank you, Shamiko. Thank you, Miss T. Y'all did an amazing job for being here because making lasagna is kind of challenging sometimes. Yeah, this is good if my saliva coming out of my mouth. My mouth is all wet. Damn. And I'm gonna tell you something. The lion's mane really does not hurt. Does not hurt this. Mm. Mm. Yeah, my mouth is wet. All right. What are we doing? This is gonna be on a We're gonna be on a to-do. We're gonna make this happen. So y'all, it's a job now. Let's think of something else. If we want to go the roasted vegetable route and try to make something, I know. Imagine, Miss T. Imagine. Don't even get me started. Like now, I'm already sitting here thinking, like, let me go to Kroger's and see if they got some orange cheesecake real quick, just that, see what that would feel like, see what that be about. I go to do a DJ and then come home tonight. This is already gonna be sitting. Now I just warm it up real quick. Mm. Thank you guys. The presentation wasn't good, but you're right. It's just like pizza or anything else when you first get it out the oven. But I didn't want to hold y'all up to wait for it to cool down. But as it's cooling down, as you can see, that's what it's looking like right now. Yeah, but we're big bets that eat healthy. It's not like we're showing all this like starch and all this other stuff. So I'm okay with, let's just be that big. We be big backs. Just be a big back with a good heart. All right. So with that being said, I'd like to thank everybody for coming through and hanging out with the kid. I really, really appreciate it. And then let's come up with something for next week. God forbidding that something else comes up in the lineup, I will be on here next week to do another live and see what we do with it. All right. So I'll see y'all later. Miss C, thank you again. Miss Cheryl, thank you. Also, Miss Fresh, thank you. Fortune, thank you. Shamika, thank you. I really appreciate it, y'all. And DC, everybody. Tell everybody I said hello. And we'll see you on Monday. Y'all have an awesome, awesome, awesome Saturday. Okay? Bye-bye.